how to beat loneliness. We all get lonely from time to time.
In this presentation, Katie Lowe and Bob Macaux will share suggestions and ideas as they lead a conversation about how to beat the blues.
Hi, everybody. My name is Bob Macaux, and I'm here with Katie Lowe, Claudia, and Tanya. And we're both here to present a workshop to you about beating loneliness. So, the big question on everyone's lips is, what is loneliness? Do you guys know what loneliness is?
Feeling like people don't understand you, or you're not getting enough support for your emotional needs.
Precisely. That's another good thing about loneliness. That's a thing about loneliness. That can be a bad thing, actually. So, does anybody else know what loneliness is?
It's also like the state of being by yourself with nobody around, and it's just you in the room.
Precisely. There's actually a difference between being alone and being lonely as well. The definition of being lonely is a feeling or an emotion. Loneliness is an emotion. Being alone is physical. Now, here's a question to you guys. What does it feel like when you're lonely?
Hi, this is Zachary speaking.
Hi, Zach.
It feels very almost gloomy with just a cloud over you, almost.
Yeah, that's right. That's how it usually feels.
Bobby, this is Heidi speaking again. It also sometimes feels frustrating and very, very sad.
Yes, it is. It feels like you have a weight inside, doesn't it? Does other people know what it feels like to be lonely?
Yeah, I also know too. When you're lonely, is like you're really disconnected to yourself. Like cannot like you're feeling empty. You're feeling withdrawn from the world.
Precisely. That's called lack of connection, actually. Is that correct? Does anybody else have know what it feels like to be lonely? How about being shy?
What's being shy?
Has
Yeah,
everyone ever felt shy?
that could definitely be one. I think everyone feels these feelings sometimes. So I guess if you don't have kind of like when you have a pal to talk to, it's like you're bored or you're kind of
Precisely.
low energy kind of thing. It's a drag.
Total drag. Yeah, it's depressing. Yes, this also can be quite sad. So
Yeah, and also they could talk to the ceiling or to the ground.
precisely. Okay, Katie, you want to move on to the next slide? So the question is, so what? Yeah, how does it affect us, actually? Does it affect our mental health? Yes, it does, actually. It affects our low self-esteem. Am I right? Increased anxiety, social fear, sometimes just have a hard time. Can't even think straight, if you will. They can affect physical health, decrease motivation and energy. Has anybody ever felt that way?
I have.
Yeah.
You
I think
have.
so.
You think so? How about affecting the quality of life? Does it affect your day-by-day basis?
For me, sometimes.
Sometimes.
If it gets really bad, it does. Yeah. It depends
Facts.
on how bad it gets, but yeah, it absolutely can.
It sure can, actually. Next screen, please. So here's a good question. How come? For one, it has barriers for social activities. Like I don't feel included. Does that make you feel bad, like make you feel lonely? How about transportation challenges? Like you want to go, let's say you want to go to the movies or you want to go for lunch or to a bookstore or do errands. Says that you may have a tough time getting there. Have you ever felt that way?
Absolutely.
How about communication differences? Do people have difficulty like understanding you and all that when you feel that way?
That's
Um,
100% me
yes,
That's 100%
and me
you.
as well.
because I know it's a sad story
It is a sad story.
for
Even
me.
people with disabilities for the first time out in the world can feel that way too.
Hmm.
And I think too that when you feel like nobody understands you or nobody wants to include you, I know that it makes me have a lot of self-doubt. Like, what's wrong with me? How come people don't get it? And how can I make myself better when I still know down deep that I'm a great person? So you kind of fight within yourself sometimes, if that makes any sense to anybody.
It does make sense, big time.
It does.
Yeah. How about judging without knowing the person first? Does
Yeah.
that feel kind? Yeah.
Well, I feel like I've done.
What does it feel like when you're being judged?
So, to me, it feels like people just judge me right away without getting the facts straight. That's what it feels like to me.
That's what it feels like. How about other people? Do people feel that way as well?
Yeah, I know a long time ago when I felt this, I always felt like I was an animal at the zoo.
Oh, I know how that feels, my friend. Sometimes people can be a little bit critical now and then. So
I don't
For
know
me,
if you guys. Sorry, go ahead.
it's
no, you
okay.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you guys, most of you guys should be familiar with OSL and how much the Ocean State Center for Independent Living really supports uniqueness and independence. And I suggested that they make a button for the public that says be socialized before you socialize, because sometimes people being ignorant about disability makes us feel like we can't be ourselves. Like they'll ask us questions that they don't have a right asking, or they'll say something trying to be social but coming across the wrong way. So sometimes I wish people understood a lot more that people with disabilities are everybody. We're a part of the populace. We have the same goals, the same desires. And so I really was playing with OSO, and I said, I wish you guys could make buttons for the public that says, be socialized before you're socialized.
Actually, that's a really good idea. Actually, it spreads the word more out that way.
I agree with you on this one because I mean, I'm just like with Heidi. I mean, I'm familiar with because I'm familiar with their work. I participated with them multiple times before.
Oh, you have?
I'm familiar with them.
You know,
It was
you know
thanks
what kind
to
of work you do with them?
it's been a while. Like they helped me get DD service in, and they helped me with a lot of things.
Oh, good.
I was gonna say for me, being judged is like getting bombarded with a lot of like negative labels from like people who just like are like either like viewing like people with disabilities as like or other people with like mental like a disabilities as like people that are too too uncomfortable for regular society or something like that.
That's a really good thought to think, actually. And I think that could be quite useful as well. So this is the ways how to combat loneliness. What is on self-care? Do you guys ever do self-care?
Yes, I do. I do it every day.
Very
What do you do
important,
for
yes.
self-care?
Just exactly speaking, I listen to my favorite music, or I might listen to a church service, or I might go on Calm, the app, and do some meditation. And really, it's just positive words of affirmation. I'm awesome. I'm great. all stuff like that.
Okay, this is Heidi speaking. I need to know, is Keith in the room?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Ed. Yes.
Okay. I just want to say that for me, when it comes to self-care, I believe that music helps, but also having friends that truly understand you and accept you the way you are and want to be around you. So a lot of my self-care involved Mr. Keith Wilcox, thank you very much, and Mr. Zachary, because I think our friends can help us remind what's important, and also their stories and helping my friends helps me take my mind off my problems. So shout out to Keith for that. Shout out to Zach, and shout out to
Oh,
Katie and Bobby for being wonderful
Thank you,
people
Rosie.
and
Thank you.
creating a workshop like this, because it needs to be talked about. So God bless you both, and I appreciate you both, Bobby and Katie, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anna, what do you do for self-care?
Yeah, what do you do for self-care?
There's many things that I do for loneliness, but I never actually feel it or been in any situations where I am lonely. Can depend on the situation, but I would serve people. I will make other people the needs above my needs.
That's a good thought. That's a really good idea, actually. How about reaching out? Do you guys ever reach out to people?
Yeah, I
Of
do.
course.
Oh, good.
I have a couple of
Like-
times. I just don't remember much.
Like talking to trusted friends, family, professional counselor.
I talk
And
to my
also
counselor like once a month.
Once a month.
hmm
Do it. Let's see what else we got here. How about building connections?
Bobby, I don't want to
Yes, sir.
interrupt, but I know Heidi has a question.
Shoot.
It wasn't a question, it was just a point that people don't know what you need until you express it. So the more outlets you have for self-expression and different hobbies can help you build connections, and the more people you talk to and the more you can express yourself in different ways, the more you can feel better.
That's a good idea. Like, here's some good thoughts. Like, you could join groups. You could join classes. Do you guys join classes?
Yes.
How about hobbies? Do you guys have hobbies that you like to share?
I do. So I'm really deep in my faith. So I am part of Bible studies.
Bible
I'm-
studies.
Yeah, I'm really active with my faith and my churches. So I believe that joining groups and taking classes are a great way to combat those kind of feelings.
That's really cool. Actually, I like those things as well. Bible studies, they're quite interesting. So, how about painting and coloring?
Yes, I really love doing that kind of thing.
Oh, you're doing that too, huh? How about dancing? Do you guys love to dance?
I love
I
to
chair dance all the time.
You
Yeah,
dance all the time.
that's what's up.
I sometimes dance when I'm alone. I feel too embarrassed in groups.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah,
to dance
it's a long
solo.
story.
It's okay. Let's understand. How about
With the
writing?
coloring, I like to do the color by number because I have to focus on the patterns. And so when things are overwhelming me, I do the color by number to kind of focus on the numbers and get the negative stuff off my mind. And with the dancing, I'll do it alone or in groups because nobody should ever be ashamed to express who they are.
You know something? I also have paint by numbers as well. I have paint by number canvases at home. You can like follow the number. So you can completely shut your mind off that way to just like focus on the work. How about writing poetry? Do you guys like poetry?
I love poetry.
Anna Regal writes some really good poetry.
Yeah, good. How about writing in
Yeah,
a journal?
I used to do poetry, but I've just been too busy to actually do it. But I do love to write my journal.
Does anybody else have a hobby that you like to share?
For me, in the summertime, I like to go park hopping, like take buses to various parks around the Providence area, just have like a healthy lunch and just relax and look at either like if I'm going to like a coast park, like maybe look at the water or maybe a city park, just look at the scenery.
How about you, the other Alex, Alex Hubbard?
I have a guitar and I
Yeah.
can't play it very well, but I've taken lessons here and there, and I like to. It's an electric guitar, and I like to take it and make it like sound like an elephant, like "Wah," like make cool noises with it. Do any of you play an
Uh,
instrument?
well, I used to
Cool.
play piano, but it was a long time
Yeah,
ago. Sometimes I get a
piano's
little
awesome.
rusty. So, how about
I
you,
know.
Nicole? Oh, it's okay. Go ahead.
I know one of the things that I've taken to very recently that I never realized that I loved for focus and for decompression is playing with the fidget toys, like the little slinkies or the stress balls. Can really keep me grounded.
Actually, that's a really good idea. Not only helps you mentally, but also helps you physically as well. You get strong hands that way. How about anybody else they want to share?
I like getting massages.
Oh, both me and Katie love to have that someday. So that's a good idea. Like, here's a good thought. How about digital balance? Like, do you guys use social media?
I do.
No, used to though.
Oh, well, here's a tip. I think you should limit social media. If you want to know why, because it increases feelings of inadequacy, because it's not adequate, if you will. Or you're comparing other people as well to you.
Plus, if I want to point out, social media can sometimes be a dangerous place instead of like a digital hideaway because there are some people that think that other people who are new to social media, like Instagram or Facebook or whatever, that are trying to like fit in, just don't really approve or accept people that like just want to see their new content or whatever, and they just bombard them with like social media, like negativity or hate.
Precisely. Or you could be a victim of fraud. You don't want to be a victim of fraud, now do we? Or
Bobby,
yes?
I got something to say. For
Sure,
my
go ahead,
class,
Katie.
I like to do diamond.
Diamonds. Huh, she likes to make diamonds, huh? How do you make
Yes,
diamonds?
diamond art. My friend
Yeah,
does that as well.
Or how about being taken
I
advantage?
like to do that.
You like to do that.
Yeah.
And there's one thing you guys don't want to be is taking advantage of on social media, right? Yeah, that feels kind of bad and all that. So
Don't remind me.
I never do.
Because I was taken advantage of before, and that's what made me not want to go on social media that much anymore.
That's good. Sometimes you have to have a different kind of a life than a digital life, actually.
Ditto.
I'm really proud of whoever said that because the most important thing when something negative happens is to remember that we're all unique and we all have a right to protect ourselves and to love ourselves. And we have every right in the world to take things out of our lives or limit things in our lives that make us feel unappreciated or make us feel uncomfortable. So kudos to the person for speaking up about that.
So here's how to be an ally, helping people out, if you will. How do you help people get over their loneliness?
This is exactly speaking. You just tell them ways that you were there for them, and they're not alone. And there's a lot of friendship groups and advocacy groups out there to let them know that they don't have to be alone. There's people here that want to hang out with them and be with them and get to know who they are as a person because we're all special in our own way.
That's right. That's called inviting people. You know, you like to invite
And
people in and out and all. So, how
and
about
this
other
is
people?
Heidi speaking too. Oh, go ahead.
Hi, Heidi. How you doing?
Anybody else? I just want to say that it's also important sometimes to take your alone time, like read a book or go to a movie. You know, disability advocacy and disability groups are wonderful, but we are all so much more than our disability, and we don't have to do everything disability related. Sometimes we can just be the wonderful people that we are outside of our disability.
Ain't that the truth, my friend?
Absolutely.
How about being patient? That can be very helpful. Or listening without judging, you know, knowing the person before you judge them. Have you guys ever listened to people before judging them?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Let's take Heidi, for instance. Do you ever judge people before you listen to them, or you do listen to them before you judge?
I used to judge before I listened, but I've made some new friends recently that have helped me to think outside the box and change my opinions about a lot of things. So I like to think that I'm a better listener and less of a judger than I used to be.
Oh, that's good. Really good. How about you, Anna Rigo? Do you judge people first, or do you get to listen to the person first?
I actually don't like to judge people because, of course, you need to get to know them. Like, you need to get to know them first by listening to them and not judge them because we don't know their stories. You don't know what they are going through.
That is true. How about you, Zach? Do
Well,
you judge people, or
well,
do you just listen to them
no,
first?
no, I try not to because, like Anna, I am a man of faith, and I know only God can judge us. So I try to see who the person is and what they like and what they're about before anything. You always should listen to someone because you don't know, you might be the one person they need to make everything greater again. So yeah.
That's true. Yes. How about you, Christian? Do you judge people, or do you listen to them?
I don't really like to judge people. I mean, especially if it's someone I don't know. I like to keep my comments to myself and just if I don't like something about them, I'll just keep it in my head and then just not say out loud without hurting their feelings.
Hey, I think that's the best way to do it, actually. You don't hurt anyone's feelings. So
Facts.
precisely. How about exercising together? Do you guys ever gone to a gym with people?
Okay, as I was saying is I go to a gym, but it's normally sometimes like the gym I go to is at my day program and it's like a small group, and I'm always like either on the bike or the treadmill. I don't really interact with people that much when I'm
Oh, you
in
don't
there.
interact. How about you, Anna?
Yeah.
Do you hit the gym?
I mainly kind of like go and work out like by myself, really, or maybe with a friend, or go with my parents. So I don't really like bring people together, but I should. Like I should do that.
Because what it does when you work with people, you're also releasing endorphins, actually, which helps to make you feel a lot more better. So, do you guys agree with that notion?
Yes.
Yes.
Bobby, I just want to say that I go to the Rock Spot climbing gym, and they are for all people. They're not just for people with disabilities. They have adaptive nights and adaptive coaches. And if anybody ever wanted to just like get some fitness coaching, get some endurance coaching, and go into an environment that's for all people, but run by people who really, really get it, they should check out the Central Rock Gym in Warwick.
Do you need a ride to get there? How would that could cause more problems for people unless they've made arrangements to get transportation, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right, but they just might want to check it out online to see if they want to make those arrangements. I just want to let people know that that's a really good option and it's made a great impact in my life.
So here's one last question before we move on. What else can you guys do to help people not to be lonely?
You can call them and say, "Hi, how you doing, Jimmy? Would you like to go out tonight? I heard there's a cool show going on. Come with me, dude. I have no one, or come with me, so and so. I have no one to go with." You can call them and encourage them to get out of their funk. Without saying that, obviously.
You can also talk to people about the wonderful gifts that they have to offer and help them to make their own connections.
Yes.
Does anyone have any other suggestions? Call a friend.
For me, this is Alex. For me, I think one of the best solutions that could be used to combat to be an ally, like is like if you're going somewhere like either like a play environment, like a bowling alley, or like a sport event or whatever, or something like that. If the person that's currently alone and is not doing anything, you could call them and say, "Hey, I'm going bowling this day and this time. Do you want to come?"
That's a good idea. Going with a group of people.
I would toss out as my final thought is if like with or without a disability, I think a good life essential is to try to get them out as much as possible.
I agree with that big time. Because it's all about recreation and social community, if you will. So
what about people who don't have the ability to get out? Is there other ways we could help them out if they were home? Like you and Katie do it all the time. Like what if someone just doesn't have, like your schedules don't align and you can't do it when that person's available? What are some other things that you could do together, but maybe not in the same place? What do you and Katie do every day?
we use FaceTime every day, actually.
Right. You use FaceTime. So we have technology, right, that could help us, right, Katie? Yes. It could, we could call a friend on FaceTime or Zoom. We're using it now. And we could maybe just have a conversation with them. We could maybe do some artwork or crafting, or read a story, go back and forth and read a story, something like that, right? We could be creative, okay?
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
Next slide, please.
This is Heidi speaking. Sometimes I watch movies with friends, and then they might live in another state. So, like, I'll watch a movie with them, and then I'll call them, and we'll discuss the movie, or we'll read a book together and discuss the book.
It's like a mini book club.
A mini book club.
Yeah.
We have final thoughts. You're not alone. There's going to be a lot of connection possibilities. Saying hello can change everyone's day, actually. So, do you have any final thoughts you guys like to share with us?
Yes. Alex.
Thank you, Keith. I think what helps is like positive thinking, positive self-talk. Tell yourself, I'm a good person, I'm a nice person, I have a lot to give, and think about the positive qualities of yourself and not focus on faults or flaws. Like think about your abilities, not your disabilities. Everyone should focus more on their I'd say even just have 99% of what you focus on be, not saying you can't improve, but focus on the good in you. You're a good person, tell yourself that. Be kind to yourself, I think.
Right. Sometimes I agree with what Alex is saying, and this is Heidi speaking, but sometimes I will ask my truest friends and the ones that understand me the most, like, why? Why do you like or love me so much, like chosen family? What is it about me that makes me a good friend? What is it about me that makes me interesting to you? because every once in a while we need to hear that, and every once in a while we need to do the appreciation phone calls or the appreciation talks and say, this is why I love you. This is why you make a difference in my life. And we got to remember to not take people for granted and to understand that people don't always hear why they're so important to us, and take every opportunity we can to show people why they make a difference in our lives. I think that's really important both ways.
I agree with you, Heidi, big time.
Idea, you made some excellent points and they overlap, which is
Yes.
perfect.
Go ahead.
Okay. My final thought, to wrap up, is I don't like the word or term of disabilities, because we're all human beings. So, like, for me and for everyone else, we're trying to live the same life. Like, does it matter if we have a disability or not? We're all going for the same things.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, go ahead, Katie. You can share your thought.
Oh, thank you. So Katie's following up on the thought that Heidi had. Yes. Can you guys hear Kate, or can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I like to make a card. Katie likes to make cards. So if someone wanted to, they could purchase a card from her business and send a friendship card, right, Kate? Yes. Instead of calling them, you could just say, "Hey, I'm glad you're my friend." And that's sometimes, or what else we can do? We have so much technology. We could text someone too, right? The difference between being alone and being lonely. Did we talk about that?
Oh yeah, we did.
Because I just want to make sure everyone understands that there are sometimes, like, I'm alone. I work alone. I'm not lonely. I'm not lonely. I do things by myself and I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. So you can be alone and not be lonely. So sometimes, we say words that's not really necessarily what we truly mean. Like we're alone, but we're not lonely. Like Katie exercises all the time, right? Yes. Kate? And you do that by yourself. But are you lonely? Lonely? Yes. No. You're alone. Oh, but I said, yeah.
No.
So does anybody do stuff like that? Do you do things alone, but you're not lonely?
Yeah.
I do that all the time. I think you need to connect with yourself and be your own best friend, and the only way you can do that is to do things alone. But this is Heidi speaking, and I want to follow up and support Katie. Nothing is better than receiving that unexpected surprise in the mail. Everybody goes to the mailbox, they get bills, they get junk mail, they get things that people need from them, but nothing is better than to receive a positive surprise in the mail. So kudos to Kate for making all kinds of cards.
Yes, and I would say when I am on my free time, this is Zachary speaking, I enjoy playing a good game, but wasn't a YouTube video just make myself laugh, because like Claudia said, I think for some of us, I think we might misconstrue loneliness because we're alone, but when you're strong within yourself and who you are, some of us are happy of what we do in the world and who we became. So it's it could be
rewarding to be alone, right, Zach?
Yes. Okay, I digress. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Claudia.
Hey, Zach. I'm just Bobby needs to take a pause for the cause.
So this was very informative.
Yeah, very good.
Great workshop, guys. Great workshop. Thank you.
It was awesome, guys.
Good job.
when I looked at each class carefully, like I'm in advance, it made me like I'm realize which class I wanted to do, which one, and so on until like I might figure out which one. Because I mean, just reading, just even the simple words like loneliness, I knew from the bat that I wanted to participate in it because I feel depressed and because I suffer from my own depression. I figured that class might be good for me because it helps me out.
Awesome.
And that's really strong. That's really strong to self-disclose, and I want to give you kudos for that because this is a judgment-free zone, and I give you praise for knowing yourself that well and knowing what you need.
Thank you, Heidi. It's very simple. I mean, because I know I suffer from mild depression, I figured that class would be perfect for me.
Super proud of you for recognizing your needs and self-advocating. Super proud of you for that. And glad you're here.
Temple Grandin would be very proud of me because I do a lot of research on her and she's taught me a lot.
I think we all need to be a good friend to people and show people what they're capable of and help them make connections. We're not on this world alone. We're not an island. And we need to really listen and talk to people, learn what they need, and make new friendships and help people connect.
Absolutely. I couldn't say it better myself.
And it's also okay to just say we deserve better treatment and we don't have to be in environments where we don't understand. We always have a right to change our circumstances and be in a place that appreciates us.
I was just thinking if you wanted to, if you want to talk with Deb, but maybe there's an opportunity here for us to give Deb our contact information and we could call one another if we feel sad or lonely, if you want to.
Oh, you need
my notes.
If that, so I'll mention this to Deb and Michelle. I think they must have a master list of who's attending the, do they, Keith? Do they have a master list of who was in each group? Or should I take attendance?
Michelle has all the names.
She has all the names. Okay. Because maybe that's something we might be able to do. And then we'll have like a network. And maybe some days we could even have a network like on Zoom, just to check in, once a month or something like that. If you guys want to, if you don't, that's okay.
That's actually a great idea. Yeah,
I think it's a very good idea.
Okay. All right. So I'll get that information. So you guys, unless you have anything else, I think we're all done, right?
I think we are.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you guys at 1:00. Bye. Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye all. Good stuff.
This recording is from one of the workshops that presenters shared at Trailblazers, Rhode Island's 2026 Self-Advocacy Conference. Visit the webpage for this session to find out more about the resources that presenters mentioned in this recording and additional information at advocatesinaction.org/2026 essay CONF-WS3.
Produced by Advocates in Action Rhode Island, 2026. Remember, nothing about us without us.